entertaining now for the next 30 minutes. She's absolutely fantastic. So please clap and cheer all the way to the microphone. The fantastic Adam Vincent!
Hello. You know, you two guys moved down the front. Well done, courageous. I like that. Your legs up on the chair, you've made yourself at home. That's very cool. Arms folded like you know I'm not going to be funny. I fucking love that. It's brilliant. Look at you guys all happy there, hey? Yeah, content. You guys have a fucking staring competition going on there. You're just going to judge me, trying to intimidate me, and it's working. I like that. I love this part of the show. This is my favourite part of the show. You know when you go to a friend's house, right? This is what's going on for me right now. You go to a friend's house, you haven't seen that friend in a long time, and then they take you to their friend's place, who you don't know. You get there, and then your friend leaves. That's exactly where I'm at right now. It makes me feel very welcome. I like it. It's all cool. I'm from Australia, and believe it or not, I don't actually want to live here. But it's true, I don't really want to be here, but my wife is English and Australian, and she's going through her English phase. So here we are. I'd argue with her, but she has the money and the vagina. So that's that. That is closer to the truth than you will ever realise. So very true. I love doing stand-up though. I'm a nurse by trade. Any nurses in? Great, we're fucked. It's all up to me if someone has a heart attack. You do not want to leave it all up to me. I had to insert a catheter the other day and I got it wrong 15 times. Yeah, my point is, unless you guys really start embracing my comedy, I do think someone's going to die. But how excited are you to be here, Adam? Thanks for asking. You know when you got to get up early in the morning, but you don't really want to, but society wants it? Like, society says, get up early, dickhead, and you don't want to. So you literally start your day by sticking your fist in your eye. That's where you're at in the world. You're unlocking your own goddamn eyelid, right? You unlock it, you get about this much open, right? You peer over, and you look at the clock, and this side of your face looks like it's had a stroke. You're trying to get focused, and then the clock actually says that it's only 3 a.m. and you can still sleep for another 2 hours. Well, that feeling of knowing you can sleep for another 2 hours, that's how excited I am to be here tonight. Like a man who can dream again. It's true, I love sleep. I adore it. And you know when you got to get up early and your partner is there sleeping to the point of mocking you? You know, like, it's fucking annoying. They're just there. Meanwhile, you're walking around trying not to wake them up, but you want to wake them up, don't you? You want to wake them up so bad. And you know, the manly thing to do is to not wake them up. But there's a party, it's like, fuck it, not today, right? Like last week I did this. I just picked up a shoe and I threw it at the window. Oh God! What was that? What was that? Oh, nothing, baby. I think it was just a dumb pigeon flew straight into the window. Anyway, you're up now. Can I get you something like a cup of tea or a job? Can I do that? No, you want to keep on sleeping? Alright, I'm just going to go out there and try not to throw myself in front of the morning train. Bye-bye. And you do that bullshit walk to the morning train. Your eyes, you know, you've got this much of your eye open and your legs are taking you there on memory alone. And how mad are you when it's like early in the morning, you've got to get the train, you're just fucking furious, like, fuck you world! Fuck you! We put a man on the moon! We put a machine on Mars! Surely we've done enough as a society to let me get the sleep I require! Now that is a sound watertight argument, right? The problem is, no one is there to hear it. And if they were, they'd think you're fucking crazy. Why? You are! It is 5:40 in the morning. You've got birds yelling at you because you're waking them up. You've got birds like, woo! It's the only bird I do and I am sticking to it. but it's only 5 megapixels. We would like a 14 megapixel camera. Yeah, we'd like to document our happiness in higher definition. You're right, I am a moron. And you walk to the train station like the fucking moron that you are. You get there, there's only 4 other people there, all thinking the same thing. Why? All having that extra thought, maybe today I'll do it. Maybe today I'll do it. This is bullshit life. It's not supposed to be lived like this. Then you hear that fateful announcement. The 542 to the city has been cancelled. Faceless Corporation apologises for the inconvenience. Do you, Faceless Corporation? Are you really apologising? Because if you are, can you send me a blanket and sing me a lullaby? Help me get back to sleep. You know, the worst thing is you can't even top yourself now. That's where your life's at. Can't top yourself on a fucking Tuesday. There you are. So you go to work, you're at work now. You know that guy at work who just loves pointing out that you're late? Fucking lives for it, doesn't he? That guy just fucking lives pointing out your faults. Like, you're late and he's just skin on his face is like jumping up. Like, you're late, Adam! What's your excuse? We all made it on time, what's your excuse? Jeez, I don't know, Brian, what is my excuse? I think it was, what happened was, I was just sat back and I started contemplating the expansion of the universe, right? And all the billions upon billions of years it took for you to evolve into a complete fucking asshole! You are an asshole, Brian! You used to be an amoeba and you've evolved into like 400 trillion cells figuring shit out! I'm 5 minutes late! Relax! Of course you don't say any of that, do you? No, you keep that in. Let that turn into heart disease right there. I'm surprised more people don't go postal and lose it. You know, like I've got a serious job. You know, they're like, if I get to work late, someone misses out on an insulin injection, right? But can you imagine, like, say you had a mundane job, like you worked at a Tic Tac factory and you got told off for being late? It's like, come on, Paul, this is bullshit. You're late. There are people out there with the breath of a human. Let's go. You just pick up the gun, would you? Fuck you for taking Tic Tac so seriously. You say garlic's bad for you, you make evidence. What the fuck? Fucked up my own joke. Fuck! All that false anger for nothing. I do have a lot of anger in my act. I do, not really anger, I just think that we need to start acknowledging shit. Like, I've got anger issues, man. Who here's got anger issues? By round of applause. Yeah, I've got anger. We've all got anger. No one admits it, but we've got anger issues. My anger issues are weird, though, because for me, it's where I direct my anger. Like, I can see some, like, here on the news, some American soldier just took out an Afghani village of innocent people, right? And I won't bat an eyelid, right? But if I burn my hot cross bun, I lose my shit, right? I'll be in the kitchen. My wife's like, what's wrong, Heath? What's the problem? I burned my hot cross bun! Burn it! It's got to live for like 3 seconds and boom, it's burnt! Now there'll be a psychologist in the room going, this isn't about the hot cross bun. This is not about the hot cross bun. Well, I'm going to tell you, it is exactly about the hot cross fucking bun. More specifically, the sultana in the hot cross bun. Can those fuckers retain heat or what? You try and get your saving purchase on, you fucking burn your hands. Like, everyone's spending all this money on insulation. Pop 3 sultanas up in your ceiling. Really, do that. Every November, put them in the microwave for 3 minutes. You're good for the rest of winter. You're good. You're fine. Yeah, I just get so mad. Right in the face, don't give a fuck. Burn my hot cross bun. Issues. I've got issues. I do, man. A lot of men having issues. Like, you get these angry men, right, that walk around. Fuck you. Fuck you. They're not looking at anything themselves, by the way. They're just doing a, what the fuck are you looking at sprinkler, where they just, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Chewing heaps of gum to keep the generator for their brain working. I'm out with my wife, and Never look that guy in the eye, because he'll think you're questioning his sexuality. And he does not like that, right? He comes straight up to me, what the fuck are you looking at? I freak out, get straight into my safety house pose. I'm not looking at anything, my friend, clearly. I'm in the safety house, you know the rules. It is a house of safety, so why don't you go home, make yourself a cup of tea and figure out where life treated you badly, okay? I am looking after my wife, she's in the carport. Anyway, this guy was not au fait with the safety house. Truthfully, he probably wasn't au fait with the term au fait. He was a moron, right? And then he took it up a notch. He started having a go at my wife. What the fuck is she looking at? Who does that, right? In public, what the fuck is she looking at? Meanwhile, people are milling around, you know, not wanting to help out. No, that'd be too easy. They just want to see how I handle the situation. These are the same people who sit back and go, we're becoming a police nation. Yeah, because you never step in, cunts. Anyway, so I'm there, my heart is racing, right? Oh, fuck, I've got to step up and be the man I know I can't be, right? So I just look at him, look man, all right, you're going to win this one, okay? You're going to win, all right? You're much bigger than me, all right? You're going to win it, okay? So you just take her, all right? You take her, yeah? Now I thought that'd be slightly funny. He would laugh and dissolve into a human. That's not what happened. What happened is he became more irate and someone else entered the fight. Namely, my wife. Right? So I had two people now who wanted to hurt me. I had this guy, my wife, what the fuck is your problem? I'm thinking, I cannot take on both at the same time. That's not going to work out. I know my wife, we're legally obliged to be with each other, I'll deal with it. Right? So I just looked at her and went, shh, like that. Dumb, shouldn't have done it, yeah. Should not have done it. Everyone who was milling around took one step back, as I should have. The guy that started the whole thing, the guy's going, what the fuck are you looking at? He heard me go, shush, like, oh, you shouldn't have done that, mate. And he hops in his sack house and fucks up. It was weird, man. Very weird. I don't know what the problem is. I think you gotta be monk, I reckon. People need to be monk. You know how they get the Middle East peace process? They always get the American president to help out. I don't know if that's a good move. Yeah, because he's got a great history of not bombing people. Yeah. So you get a monk, don't you think? I love monks. I do, I love them. Tibetan monks, they're my monk of choice, the Tibetans. Unless I'm in a street fight, then I go Shaolin. You've got a 14-year-old with a bit of bamboo, I'll give you calm on the fucking streets right there. But monks are cool. Totally being monks. And you know, Tibetans are cool monks too, you know. They get beaten up, tortured, given all kinds of burns. Most of them Chinese. They don't give a fuck, do they? They don't. Get them involved with Israel and Palestine. Get the fucking Dalai Lama to deal with that shit. Anyway, I don't know. We've got issues too, overpopulated. As a nurse, can we just start letting our old people die? Can we do that? Thank you. You have the young man in the front row. He's young, he doesn't want to pay for them. That's rude. We've got these poor old people, they genuinely, like I'm not lying here, I won't go into gruesome detail. Well, I could, it's hilarious. But they want to die. Like, it's poor, but technology and their children, their lovely children, don't want to see their parents die. So you've got these poor old people walking around going, oh God, I had a heart attack. I thought it was my time. But I had to have a bypass, didn't I? A bypass. So I summoned up all my strength, up into my car, drove straight to a brick wall. But we've got airbags now, airbags. My God, we once put a man on the moon. Surely you put a bullet in an old man's head. Kill me! They do, they want to die. They do. Every year on the news you get this story. Some 100-year-old lady decides to go skydiving because she's still got the zest. You look closely when that woman jumps out of the plane, she is happy, but there's no chute. She's like, woo! It's over! Oh God, the final humiliation, foiled by my own skin. Let them die, that's all I'm saying. And if you have issues with it, think of it like this. Every time someone over the age of 85 has a hip replacement, some kid misses out on a BMX. There you go. It's true. So true, man. We're not taking our health seriously at all, and I think it's, there are things that aren't helping the health situation, like diabetes. You know, do you think diabetes is too happy a sounding word? It doesn't really convey the severity of the illness, does it? It kind of sounds like a Greek island, you know? What are you up to this summer, Adam? I'm going to diabetes. Yeah, Kath wants to learn how to windsurf, so... What they should call it is... Because that's the sound you make when you see your first necrotic asshole. You go, Frank? Ah! No shit. Don't go in there. Why? You'll go, ah! Yeah. Can't let you know everything because it's a bit frightening when you do think about your own death, and it's not so much comedy anymore rather than a really hollow feeling in your gut. It's alright, we'll push on. Push on, happy, joy. I'm a father, that's great. So if you want to yell shit and blame me for things I didn't do, my wife's pregnant and we've got a 21-month-old kid, so feel free to yell anything you want. I am fucking match fit when it comes to dealing with unrealistic expectations. Fucking God. Women go mental when they are pregnant, don't they? Women, you know, the ones that are having babies in the room, you go, yes, that's fair call, you're fucking crazy. Because you just go, mental, you know, like, and as the man, I never knew this, but you've got to be so strong, like, you've got to be the rock. You've got to be the rock. Your wife or girlfriend has to be able to lean on you in times of trouble, like when there are storms, she's got to be there. Now those storms, they used to be genuine storms. Like 10,000 years ago, as a man, all you had to do when there was a storm was find a cave, build a fire, did that, you're a good bloke, you know? Throw in a dead rabbit for dinner, legend. You know? But now the storms involve cleanliness and Tupperware. It's true, not taking out the recycling is the modern day equivalent of asking your pregnant wife to live near a bear. Would you take out the recycling, please, Adam? Why, honey? It's just a couple of milk cartons. No, Adam, it's germs, and germs are bad for baby lungs. Do you want to kill that child? No, I don't want to kill that child, honey. I think I want to take out the recycling, because I'm the rock. Crazy fucking bitch. It's intense. I had to go to breastfeeding class. Yeah, there's a sign that society's on track. Having a class to teach women how to use their own fucking breasts. So there's women watching Gil and I do going, that's great, but what the fuck are these for? Suddenly I'm in the back room of some weird library going, no, I don't want to watch the game. I want to talk about itchy areolas. That's what I want to do. It's weird. I never understood it. I couldn't appreciate it. But then I put, you know, the birth happened, and I've never loved my wife more than when the baby, you know, the 24 hours of labour and then it came out. Like, it was just amazing. Like, it was just hardcore, horrifying and amazing at the same time. Like, and you put yourself in her shoes, right? I put myself in her shoes. I thought the male equivalent would be for, like, you know, a walnut to go through the eye of my penis, right? Now, it's going to hurt, isn't it? Yeah. But think of it like this. Right? Think about knowing that that walnut is going to come out for 9 months, walking around. I've got a fucking walnut's going to come out here. Jesus Christ. It's going to completely wrong. Hey, when you take out the recycling, you've got a walnut coming out here. You're coming with me to breastfeeding class. You know, then the day comes, right? The day comes. Boom, out comes the walnut. Completely ruins your penis, right? And then someone takes it up a notch. It goes up another notch. Someone wraps the walnut in a blanket and says, love the walnut. I couldn't do that. I know me, I'm gonna eat the walnut. That's what I'm gonna do. Good brain food, right there. It's just what the women do, the sacrifice a woman makes is just amazing. It's really, genuinely amazing. Here's a tip. Never name your child before the child has arrived, right? Because people will undermine the name you've chosen. Hey, if you have a boy, what are you going to call him? I really like the name John. Oh, yeah, I don't know about John. Yeah, my dad was raped by a guy called John. Okay, what about Steve? Steve's the name of the police officer who did nothing about it, so... Keep trying, though. You'll get there. You'll get there. Then we got the world wrong. We do. Success, man. You know what to me? You know what success is? Everyone thinks it's a house or a boat or a holiday. I think that's bullshit. I think success is holding a mandarin on a warm day, right? Which is easy to do, therefore I'm successful quite a lot of the time. You know, isn't a mandarin beautiful? Aren't mandarins just like, I think to me they're an amazing, powerful piece of fruit right there. You know, it's easy to open because it's a relaxed citrus, you know, unlike the orange, which is uptight and requires the occasional thumbing. You can just pop open a mandarin, can't you? Just boom, there it is. And you put a segment of mandarin in your mouth and you actually hear yourself say the words. Oh, fuck, that's a good bit of mandarin. You know? It's exciting, you know? It's a powerful fruit, the mandarin. You know it's powerful when you get a bad mandarin. Because that will ruin your Friday, won't it? It's like a normal mandarin on the outside, then you unwrap it, and there it is, this shriveled up ball of disappointment. Fuck. I trusted you, mandarin. I could have put anything in my lunchbox. But here you are looking like a thalidomide penis on the body of a Trojan. Shame on you, mandarin. And then you try and convince, no, it's a good mandarin, still, maybe it's a good mandarin, nice personality, knows how to use his hands. What? Anyway. So you put a segment in, you're like, betrayed twice, mandarin! You know, people understand that too, like, why the fuck are you so angry, Adam? I had a bad mandarin. Say no more, my friend. I know that pain. We got issues with fruit in this country. I saw a commercial, right? This kid gets a nice, nutritious pear from her parents, right? Screws her nose up at it at school, drops it at school, and boots this perfectly nutritious pear. Like half the world wouldn't kick their grandma in the tit just to have a crack at this pear. We can just fucking boot everything. In fact, there's probably a game show out there called Kick Your Grandma in the Tit and have a crack at a pear, right? Probably in Yugoslavia somewhere, in the old Croatia, I don't know, right? But fucking boom, you know? The idea of this commercial was kids won't eat fruit, so we've got to put it in plastic containers full of additives, and boy do they chomp in because they won't eat fruit. Really? They won't eat fruit? Fucking hell, man, in the 40s, you taught kids how to wear gas masks, you know? Eat the fucking pear. In the 80s in Australia, we had a campaign called Slip, Slop, Slap about sun awareness. Basically, now we've raised a generation of vitamin D deficient, depression-prone bats who just sit at home and screech their way through life. We taught them that! Eat the fucking pear! My parents took me to church every Sunday and convinced me that a dead dude hanging from a stick was my Lord and Saviour! Eat the goddamn pear! Fucking hell, manipulating children, people, that's all I'm saying. No, put a pear on a cross, see what happens. Why is there a pear on a cross, Dad? Because he died for your sins. Now eat the fucking pear. Who killed him? He was betrayed by a bad mandarin. Now eat the goddamn pear. Swallow it! Swallow it like I swallowed Jesus! I've got issues with Catholicism, I really do. I genuinely do. They said don't touch yourself, Adam. If you touch yourself sexually, bad things are going to happen. Right? You know, ignore all the physiological evidence that's in your body suggesting to touch yourself. Go to the church, bad things are going to happen if you touch yourself. And I didn't touch myself for a very, very long time, right? But then I broke. I did. And the day I broke, 2 planes fell into a building. And I remember thinking, fuck, you Catholics do not fuck around. That's not true. That's not true. I was 13, got the tingle and went with it. But there is a kid out there. There is a kid out there. That's not the funniest moment in history that's never been addressed. This kid just goes, I'm doing it anyway, Jesus! Ah! Yes! Ah! That is the funniest fucking thing I can think of. I'm going to turn it into a short film. It's going to do well. Catholics may not like it. They rape children. What they got to say? Ooh, they fucking do. They got caught for it, and then they apologised and did it again. Get Scientology's weird. Fuck off. Anyway. Sexual. I'm bad sexually. I lack confidence. I was terrible sexually as an 18-year-old. Well, actually up until 18 and then for another 10 years. But to me, right, I always had, this is such an obvious thing, and it's so not true. The clitoris is actually quite easy to find, right? And it's a beautiful, amazing part of the female anatomy, aside from the mind, which lets you talk and communicate to a woman on a much deeper level. But the clitoris, it's like a it's just a I don't hold it like that. That would be genuinely strange, right? But I never knew what I was doing. And to me, the clitoris is this, right? You're in a forest, yeah? There's like a hedge here, and a hedge here. And inside the two hedges, a little bit of flowers. And at the front, there's a bush. Now, sometimes that bush is neatly cut. Other times, it's a bush. And to be honest, I don't care. I'm just happy I'm there, right? And you get to the bush, and you peel back the bush, and you peer over, and there it is, Bambi. Right? So maybe the clitoris is Bambi. Really sorry looking at you while we're doing this joke. Anyway. A whole lot more interesting if you're a hot blonde. But I'm married, doesn't really matter. Anyway, but when I was 18, I had no idea what I'm doing. I walk into this scenario, and my eyes are closed, I'm over breathing, I'm like, hello! Hello! Somebody! I get to the hedge, I start rubbing the hedge. Rubbing the hedge, smoke is coming off the hedge. All I can hear is ow, ow, ow. And in my mind I'm going, cool, she's making sounds, I'm doing something right. But I wasn't. She slapped me and paid me $150 a leave. It was awkward. And it took me 2 years to get the confidence to go back into the forest, right? And this time I kind of overcompensated when I did. I kind of came in like, I'm here for Bambi. Right? I get to the bush, it was a big bush, I do not want to talk about it. Anyway. I start patting Bambi gently, right? And she's responding, and then I get carried away and start bitch slapping Bambi. Bambi like that, and it was awful. And this new tax had come in, so now it's like $175. It's fucking awful. But then I met my wife, and I said to her, look, I've got issues with sex, and can you please show me where Bambi is? And she went, what are you talking about? Clearly not a fan of my work. Okay, brilliant. She said, Adam, you've got to treat Bambi like Bambi's the lead in the ballet. You've got to be delicate and careful with Bambi. This isn't quite to scale, obviously. My wife's not a giant. Enjoying that, honey? You let me know when you're close, I'll put the raincoat on. Okay. That was a clitoris joke, and I feel sad. I'm not going to change the world. You know what I want from life? This is true. All I want from life is the occasional thank you, genuine interest, and the courage to partake in an orgy. That's pretty much all I want, right? That's all I want. Ideally in the reverse order, obviously. Orgy, genuine interest. Who doesn't want to thank you? You were just in an orgy. But yeah, my orgy days are done because I'm married. You can't go to an orgy by yourself, can you? No, you cannot. Or you can, but it's a little bit like going to a dinner party without a bottle of wine. You can do it, but you're going to have to bring some pretty mean dip. And I don't have the hops. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was my massive closer, and felt good. Felt real good, that anticlimax. Quite like my sex life. Thank you very much. Take care. AdamVincent.com.